Go.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our 90 Days to Excellence call. I'm Shannon Galladay, and today is October 3rd. Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to kick off this 90 Days to Excellence program. I'm having trouble with my screen, so I'm doing this through audio, and we're so excited to have everyone here. First of all, we wanted to do a few congratulations. So congratulations to Romney Mack and Deb Shaffron for earning Success Club 10 this last month. They helped 5 brand new people get started with their health and fitness goals. So congratulations. Woo-hoo! So awesome. So excited for you guys. We'd also like to congratulate everyone who helped at least one person this month with their health and fitness goals. So Cindy, Betty, Mindy, Nye, Nicole, Betty, Alexia, Meredith, Tara, Amy, and Shannon. So congratulations, everyone. Great job. Woohoo! All right, the top coaches for the week. These are the coaches who have the highest personal volume, which means they are helping the most customers themselves. So congratulations to Sarah, Joan, Michelle, Kara, and Jennifer. Way to go, coaches. You're doing awesome. So a couple of announcements. We're excited about Clean Week. So Clean Week officially launched this week, and we are doing a team Clean Week challenge starting next week. So that will start on a week from yesterday. So that is Monday, October 9th. So Clean Week for our group will start Monday, October 9th. And we'd encourage you to invite everyone who has never tried Shakeology before. They will get a whole week of Shakeology and a week worth of the workouts. So we will be doing that team challenge starting October 9th, and we will open the group in the next day or so. So stay tuned for information on that. Also, with the launch of Tony Horton's workout coming up in November, we are going to be doing a family makeover challenge in November. So I need to update, instead of the fall into fitness, we're going to do a family makeover. And then we are going to do the Tony Horton brand new workout that's coming out. Carl Deichler is putting together a group to do some work for some marketing and how to launch it and help us to launch it. So we're going to be doing that together. So that will be really exciting. So those are the big announcements. As far as the 90 Days to Excellence program goes, so far we just launched it. So make sure you've watched Bob Lucido's video on the 4 lists that we do to find our passion, to connect with our why. And then I also did one video yesterday about vision. So that's as far as we've gotten so far. And then tonight, I'm really excited because we are going to hear from coaches on our team who wanted to share their vision. So I was really impressed with a lot of the coaches on our calls last week. We did I talked to several coaches, and they shared their vision and their why. So Cindy, you'll have to help me and let me know if these coaches are on the line already. But let's see if we can have Betty Ryder go first and share her vision.
Hi, everyone. My name is Betty Ryder, and when Shannon asked me to share my vision, I was very excited. So my vision has changed over the time that I've been a coach, and if you're a new coach, you may not be sure where your vision is or what your passion is or what your why is. That will evolve and get stronger as time goes on. And so I shared a little bit with Shannon, and if you know me, I get emotional. And so first of all, I want to be the best me that I can be for myself and my family and my my customers and my coaches. And I struggled so much with my weight for so long. and have found something that works. And so I am going to empower 100 women over the next year with tools and knowledge to set goals and reach those goals, whether they're weight loss or just to feel more energy. And I'm going to do that, and also just be the best, my best me. And doing so, I would like to, or I am going to eventually retire from my full-time job and help others do the same. I want to see mature women um, uh, that are struggling be able to do what I am doing, feel more confident. I was just told today that someone felt more confident, she had more energy, and the pleasure that I get out of hearing that is just awesome. And I want others to know the same, that they can do the same and they can empower women. And I want to spread this to everyone that I know and help women just take charge of their life. So that's it.
Thank you, Betty. Thanks for sharing that. You're amazing. I love hearing your vision. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Okay, let's go with Trisha Cumming.
Guess it would help if I unmute first. Hey, everybody. So I'm Trisha, and some of you may know me. I know there's a lot of new faces. I've actually been around since 2012, believe it or not. Have come and gone a little bit, ups and downs of life. So if you find yourself in that place, don't worry. You can always get back to where you were or even further. So my vision, again, like Betty said, it changes. I think it evolves. There's some basic things that you'll always have, but as you go, it kind of evolves. So I just wrote this today to just kind of update it. So being a coach gives me the perfect vehicle to allow me to be able to live my best life, one where I'm healthy and happy, a life without limits, which also happens to be the name of my team. It helps to hold me accountable for my own goals while helping others do the same. When I'm healthy and fit, I have less pain. I'm more excited about my life. My depression subsides. I have confidence, and I am able to be the best version of me possible. And I look forward to sharing that same opportunity with others. I love being able to help other people see that they too can achieve whatever they want out of life, and will help at least 5 people a month realize their full potential and realize that they are not only worth it, they deserve it and owe it to themselves and their family and their friends. I think that's one thing that a lot of people struggle with, is they don't think that they can do this. They don't think they can change their lives. And I know that personally, I was able to do that. So I want to show other people that they can too. Let's see. Being a coach allows me to be able to live in the moment and enjoy my friends and my family and my life to the fullest. Coaching allows me to be able to contribute to, wait a second, I'm sorry. Being a coach allows me to be able to live in the moment, enjoy my friends and family and life to the fullest. Being able to slow down so that I can smell the roses alongside my husband, John. Coaching allows me to be able to contribute in my community by volunteering for my local animal shelter and fostering animals in my home as well. Being a coach is going to allow me in the future the ability to volunteer even more, as well as support other causes that I've always wanted to be a part of, such as senior hospice, children's palliative care, and violence, abuse prevention, and rehabilitation. It will also help me to retire my mother and help to take care of her. Additionally, it will allow me to be able to learn to play the violin and write books, 2 things I've always wanted to do, things that I've started and then quit. So someday I know that I'll be able to fulfill those dreams. It'll allow me to be able to train my dogs more and make it so that I can take in nature and culture and learn more things, including adding a veterinary education to my to the things that I know to be able to assist with my animal organization support. I will live my life to the fullest as a Beachbody coach helping others. So that's kind of what I came up with today. So.
Thank you, Tricia. I love hearing that. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, let's see. Is Lori on the line?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, great. Thanks, Lori.
You're welcome. So I didn't really prepare what I was going to say. Shannon just asked me like an hour ago, maybe 2 at the most. So I actually signed up as a coach about 8 years ago because my husband was doing it and he signed me under him so he could get to Emerald. And I didn't have any interest in doing it, didn't think I could do it at all. And we had a lot of other things going on. A couple times I tried, but the last time I put a really great effort into it and actually signed a couple people up as discount coaches, I got my second round of cancer, and that was it. I couldn't do it anymore. So it's been 4 years since then, and in the last several months, maybe 5 or 6, I've decided to go with this. So as a cancer survivor, I've had breast cancer twice. That's close to my heart. And if I could, like the question we had to answer, if you had 100 million in the bank, and what would you do with your time? Right away, I thought I would volunteer as a cancer survivor, going back into the hospitals and helping the people who are newly diagnosed through their current situation. And one of the reasons why I'm pretty confident I would do that, for one, I already looked into it at one point, what it would take for me to go back and help. And then I got my second round of cancer. But a friend of mine in the last 6 or 8 months got diagnosed with cancer, and it came out of nowhere and hit her like it hits all of us. And I was able to go with her to her doctor's appointments, tell her what to expect, what decisions she had to make, the decisions I made, why I made them. I took her to her surgery, blew her family away because they're from Africa and they don't do stuff like that for their own immediate family, let alone me not being part of the family. And doing that for her was nothing short of just pure joy. It was never drudgery at all. It was easy. And I would like to be able to do that more. In addition to that, my daughter was born right after my first cancer. Well, it was all kind of simultaneous. She was born with multiple complex birth defects and has had a lot of medical issues all of her life. And so I also understand what that's like as a parent to raise a medically complex child and have that never end. And so I've wanted to reach out to parents like that. And I went on a support group page on Facebook for parents with kids like my Hannah. And I posted in there one day, this was before I decided to coach really, seriously, that there's a weight that you carry when you have a medically complex child and how hard it is to take care of yourself when you're in and out of the hospitals and everything. And my post got over 100 responses and stayed at the top of the page for over 24 hours. And that was when I really saw that there's a huge need there. And so I, not right away, but I started, which is now what I would call my free group. I started a group on Facebook page. I started a group on Facebook, and I started inviting women that I could find. Not everybody accepts my invitation, but I invite them to join the group because it's a group all about wanting to improve yourself and take better care of yourself so that you can better take care of those who depend on you. And so I would devote more time to that. I would go back into the hospital and help the cancer patients, as well as reach out more to these. There are people in my state, like it's a very rare disease that my daughter has, but there are people around here. Like I live in Baltimore, and there's people in Baltimore, and I might be able to touch base with them more closely if I could have more free time, I guess. Is that what you wanted to hear, Shannon? I guess.
That's great. Thanks for sharing, Lori. I love your story. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Sure. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go to Meredith. Meredith on the line?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, awesome. Thanks.
Oh, no problem. Well, when it comes to my vision for what I see myself doing with Beachbody, being a Beachbody coach, how this is actually shaping my life, and I know that it'll shape a lot of what's left of, well, whatever happens for my future, is I first of all, I loved Bob's, his exercise. That was amazing, right? And I was really able to kind of dig a little deeper into what it is I want and what my vision is. Because honestly speaking, when I first started, like many of us, like probably all of us, it was just, okay, I wanted to lose weight, and it has become so much more. And I can see it becoming so much more. In fact, in a way, I see it becoming so much more that it's actually reconnecting me with a passion from my past. When I first started, when I first went to college, what I wanted to do was I wanted to go into communication. I wanted to be a public speaker. I wanted to be somebody who could help other people live better lives through, going around talking and giving speeches, being somebody who could connect with other people like that. Because when I was in high school, there was somebody who came to our school, and he was just so inspiring. He was like just this amazing person who just, I can't even remember what he spoke about, but I just felt like so much more hopeful for what my future held, for what life was all about, for what the world was and the possibilities it held for me. And I just was like, that is awesome. How amazing it would be to be able to touch somebody's life in such a way that they would have hope and stuff. And anyway, and being somebody who was just kind of naturally shy, it was like, wow, that really inspired me. But then in time, you're like, I had parents who love me, and unfortunately sometimes we buckle to parental pressure, which is, it's just their way of saying we love you, we want to look out for you, and we're kind of practical here. And they pushed me towards a major that I spent a whole lot of time in, but it wasn't what I wanted. And I did really great in that major, but I used up like maybe 4 or 6 years of my life going to school and hating it, hating what the future held. It was horrible. And eventually I broke my father's heart when I told him, yeah, this isn't for me. I actually got all the way into a school for that major. And I was like, I can't go any further. If I go any further, it would be horrible. And he literally cried. And it was hard. It was a hard thing, breaking somebody's heart like that, especially when you love them. But what it came right down to was it wasn't the life I wanted. Now, his counter question was, well, if you don't want to do this, what do you want to do? And I remember going, I don't know. I really don't. And so I just kept on going to school, hoping I would figure something out. And meanwhile, I had kids, and then I had pounds, and then I had more kids, and I had more pounds, and then I had more pounds than kids. And it just it was a thing. Kind of thing. So eventually, I found this workout, and I remember telling myself, I can do this. I can totally do this. I've tried lots of different things. I can do this. There's a bunch of 65 and 70-year-old people doing this workout. I can do this workout. And eventually I did that workout. I got great results, and it led to me eventually meeting Shannon and becoming a coach. And I've been a coach for about a little over a year, almost a year and a half. But as time has gone by, I've seen myself coming back to the vision of what I want as a coach. I want to do what that man did who came to my school. I want to do it for other people. I want to inspire people. I want to empower them to live better lives. I want them to feel like they can engage in life in a faithful and hopeful way. And I want them to be energized so that people will also be naturally drawn to them. And I see Beachbody doing this because it's done it for me and it's done it for my life. I've been able to, you shouldn't be the same person you were 2 years ago. You shouldn't be the same person you were a year ago. You should always be growing and becoming better. And I can honestly say, it's been years since I've been able to say, I'm definitely not the same person that I was so many years back. For many years, it felt like I was in a holding pattern. And since I've been in this business, so many things have changed. And I know that as I work my business, as I go out and I engage people, as I help them, it's not just about them losing weight. It's not just about them losing pounds. It's what those pounds, at least for me, represent. It represents more confidence that they'll have, not me, but more confidence they'll have in themselves. It represents time, more time that they'll get to live and enjoy living, more memories that they'll get to share with people they love. My kids lost their grandfather and a little over a year ago, and his doctor told us, well, if he'd just taken better care of himself, he'd still be alive. And that is a horrible thing to feel like you've been cheated of time and memories, because that's all you get, really, and that's what matters. And that's the vision I see for me as a coach, being able to help someone change their life in such a way that they have more memories, more life, more energy, more confidence. Because people like that, they go out and they make the world a better place. They do. So that's my vision.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Meredith. I love your excitement and energy. Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Sure. Great. We have two more coaches that we're going to hear from tonight. I love hearing these stories. Thank you so much for sharing your visions and your purpose and your whys. It's awesome to hear from you guys. Okay, so the next coach is going to be Johnny. Are you on the line, Johnny?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you made it. Thank you.
Hey, Shannon. So it's been a minute since I've been on any Team Pure Results calls. I am one of the old coaches around here. Hey, Trisha. Haven't seen you in a while. Cindy, I recognize you. I know a few other faces here too. But it's been a minute. It's been what, 6 years now, Shannon? Like,
yeah, we're coming
almost
up on six years.
almost
Yeah.
6 years.
Yep.
So my vision, obviously, in 6 years has changed tremendously. I have a huge story about my own progress, as everybody else does. My direction kind of went in a weird way that I wasn't expecting in any way. So I was a fitness model back in my 20s, and I had kind of forgotten about that. I had kids and got married, got a bachelor's degree, taught for 10 years, got a master's degree in psychology, was in mental health for 10 years. Well, not at that time, 5 years at that time, and had my own growth story. And I felt like a massive hypocrite doing the things that I was doing and working with people in mental health and being completely unhealthy myself. We had moved to the Midwest, which was a complete weird change for us. We were there for about 8 years. We met some very amazing people and did some amazing things that had changed our lives tremendously, but we almost lost everything. We almost lost our marriage. We almost lost our oldest daughter. We lost a house, almost literally. Long stories. We lost a car. We lost our sense of self. And I was actually talking to somebody the other day, one of my Fit Pro friends, and I told him that now that I'm so far away from that, I feel like I died spiritually during that time. It was just a horrible time, and I found Beachbody during that time through a friend. And of course, Shannon has pretty much been my coach, because my coach Nye is not really an active coach. And so I've been connected with Shannon, and and Pure Results before it was Pure Results. I don't even remember. It was Galladay Fit for a while. It was something else before that. But I mean, through that whole process, we spiritually, mentally, physically, financially, the whole 9 yards just like regrew. And it's taken a long time. People think, oh, it's just going to take me, 2 weeks or 6 months or a year or 2 years. And the amount of time that it took you to get where you were, it takes at least that amount of time to get out of that place. And it took us that amount of time. And it's hard in the going. And that's, I think, part of the reason why it's so hard to be a coach, because we know the time that it took us to get where we're at. And we're not even, I would hope that no one here is like even close to where they want to be. I mean, I would hope that every time we hit a new goal, we're just matching that goal and putting something else forward. Beachbody, I did one program. I did Turbo Fire was my first program with a challenge group. And then I became a coach during that time so I could get hooked up with the Shakeology discount. And then not Body Pump. That's what it's called now. I don't remember what it was called then. But
Les Mills Pump.
Les Mills Pump, thank you. So Les Mills Pump came out, and we all did that. And it was kind of like one group went to the other, and then I was starting to make friends and maintaining friends and becoming fit with these people. And then Combat came out, and it was like another program. And then I went on a cruise and with Beachbody, and it was like this complete window of opportunity opened up on all levels for my husband and I. We got fitter, we got healthier, we got healthy together. We did Ultimate Reset together. We did Insanity together. And then I was like, I'm going to get certified. I was one of the first round of Insanity coaches that was certified. And then I decided that wasn't enough. I was going to become a personal trainer. So I got my National Academy of Sports Medicine, CPT, and I was 40 years old at this point, guys, and I was like on a roll. And I've just been, it's been kind of like this, like you've seen that meme where it's like your road isn't like this, your road is like that, sometimes like that. And that's how my road's been. We moved twice since. We went from St. Louis. I was in the early stages of the market council there. We went to Sacramento. I was on the market council in Sacramento. I had 30 coaches under me, but they were not serious. And long story behind it, but it kind of fizzled because I didn't have it wasn't the right time. I believe that. It just wasn't the right time. So we have 10 minutes left. Sorry. I take a lot of time. That's why I already asked Shannon. She knows I talk a lot. So I will hurry really quick so the other person can talk. So to make a long story short, fast forward to now, I have 3 Beachbody Live certifications under my belt. I have my personal training certification. I'm in a gym. I'm back to teaching again. I'm fitter and healthier and wiser and more knowledgeable, and I've started up my own business on the side, and I'm using Beachbody as a platform to get there. So your business can look any way you want it to, but I think the biggest part of the picture is making sure that you understand what your connection is with the company, what you love about Beachbody, and how you can use Beachbody to help other people in your life, however that looks, whether you become a personal trainer like me. I just signed up for my Precision Nutrition 2nd level certification for coaching at this point. And I'm rock starring off the charts. We've set up a business, we're writing a book, doing all kinds of things. And this is 6 years later. You can do anything you want. It just takes time. 6 years, guys. Put your mind to it. Even the flaws and the back falling and feeling like you're, just not going to do it anymore and quitting. I almost quit like how many times, Shannon? But anyway, that's my story.
Thanks so much, Johnny. I love your story, and I love how you shared, real of what it's really like. Like, it's not a straight shot to success. We take lots of road detours, but you've done an amazing job. So thank you so much for sharing. Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and go to Cindy, and then I have a few things to talk about at the end.
Thanks, Shannon. So after hearing everybody's visions, I'm thinking, okay, I need to rework mine a lot. But just doing Bob's assignment to go through those different areas and then finding the common thread, it was, I'd really stop and think about things, and because it has evolved in the last 3 years where I've gone and what I'm doing, and it has been a journey. But some of the things that I've been thinking about lately and trying to formulate my vision is I've got to figure out what it looks like to me and why I'm doing this, and what will get me up in the morning, as Shannon has said over and over, what will make me jump out of bed to go do my Beachbody business. And one of the things is that my goal that I had before, or my vision of what I wanted to do, it was very depressing. Getting out of debt is not impressive, or jumping out of bed exciting. So I had to change my vision of what I wanted to accomplish and work on. And backstory, my stove and range went out a week and a half ago. So I've been working with cooking with Instant Pots, and a friend let me use her hot plate. And that's not very nice. I really want a nice gas stove. So that's part of my vision, is I want a gas stove, and I want a nice one, and I want it new. I don't want an old used one. And so I went online and I found one, and I printed out a picture, and it's being put on my wall, so that my vision is something that I can see that will get me out of bed and be excited as I'm going through school, because I'm also going back to school, that will push me to be doing my Beachbody business too. But one of the biggest things is that I want to inspire people, and I'm a teacher, because that's what I'm going back to school to be, is to be a teacher. At 54, I'm going to school. So I want to inspire people to know that they can be fit, or they can do anything at any age. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you're at, or what you're doing, or your background, or your previous experiences. You can move forward and do anything. And for me, that's huge, because I had a very limiting belief that I couldn't do anything, and that I couldn't be healthy. I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. So this last 3 years, I'm slowly but surely removing that limiting belief, and being able to go and get that gas stove is going to remove a huge limiting belief that I can afford $1,000 and just plunk it down and go buy me a gas stove. But anyway, I want to empower other women and to know that they can reach for their dreams, and they can see possibilities and reach for that, and teach other women how they can take care of their families, because that's one of the things that I've learned in the last 3 years, is how to really take care of my family, healthy wise and physically wise, and to be able to help my kids that are still at home, because I still have 3 of my 11 home that I'm still raising, that they can do things, they can reach, and they can accomplish. Anyway, so that's, but I want to travel with my family. I want to go on a cruise with my husband. I want to go on a real family vacation. We've never gone on a family vacation. In 34 years of marriage, we've never gone on a real vacation except to go visit family. And I want to go on a real vacation, and to be able to pay for it with my Beachbody business. And I want other women to know that they can do the same thing. They can do these fun things with their family and spend time with their families. Anyway, so that's part of mine.
Wow, thanks, Cindy. I love that. I love how you shifted focus to something that's more exciting. Thanks for sharing. Well, thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh, I am just amazed at all of you, and all of you who didn't share tonight. I heard a lot of other people's vision. We have some incredible people in this mentorship this round, and we're really excited to help everyone to move towards those goals and believe that we can reach those goals. So, Bob was sad he couldn't make it tonight. He had a root canal, so that's where he's at. But we wanted to make sure that we talked about you know, our passion fuels us. And so this whole exercise is to help us to connect with our passion, to know what our passion or obsession with life, whatever it is. When we connect that with our love of Beachbody, then that's when we wake up excited. That's when we want to do the business. That's when we are consistent. That's when we make goals happen. And so really think about this, you know, as you heard from all these people tonight, as you thought about your own vision and your dream, think about your passion and your vision and how they connect together to think of what you love. You know, like if you love a movie, or if you love a concert or a singer or whoever, like that excitement that you feel, like when you have that excitement for your business, then that's what fuels you to want to wake up and jump out of bed and, you know, do what you need to do. Because we'll teach you all of the how-tos going forward, but this foundation of connecting your passion with your why is the foundation. If we don't have that, and if we don't help our coaches have that, then we'll fizzle out after a few months or a year or so. But when we have a strong enough vision that connects with our passion, then we'll be able to jump out of bed. So we are going to connect groups of 5 coaches together who have similar visions. So if you haven't written your vision in the group, make sure to do that, because we'll be connecting groups of 5 together at the end of this week. So we will have 7 days worth of video. So I'm actually going to do one more video tonight in the group with this whole concept of a foundation of getting started. But put your vision where you can see it every single day and focus on it. So the more we focus on where we are going instead of the challenges or obstacles or hard times or whatever that's along the way, the more we focus on our vision, the more it will help us fuel us forward. So anyway, I know we're about out of time, so thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it on the video with the technical problems, but thank you so much for joining this live call tonight. Very powerful. I loved hearing from all of you. Hope you have a fantastic night. And Cindy, do you think you could snap a picture for us?
Done. I got it.
Awesome. You're the best. Well, we hope you have a fantastic night, and stay tuned for that live video in the group tonight, and then we'll have one every day for the rest of the week. So